My name's Anthony Marsden, and this is my wife, Jennifer.
Hello.
And about 6 months ago, I moved out of the house and started living outside. Just felt ridiculous living in such a big house, living indoors all the time. When you think about it, we don't need heating, big kitchens, carpets. I think the idea may have come from a book I was reading, but I can't honestly remember now. I'd sleep anywhere, really, sometimes under a hedge on the estate, or one of the benches in the garden. Well, the other night I was in the tractor shed.
It does worry me when it's awfully cold.
Bedding down with the cows, it's quite a good one.
I do worry when I know Anthony's out in the open on a particularly bleak night. Rain, sleet.
Plenty to eat in the kitchen, garden, cabbages, potatoes, carrots. I did manage to get hold of a blackbird that had crashed into the greenhouse the other day. It's not particularly tasty, I have to say, but
We're having lamb tonight. Going to roast some lamb and some of those little carrots. Why don't you join us for supper tonight?
I do miss the cat. I don't see the cat so much.
Richard's bringing Helen tonight.
Dog's very loyal.
She's awfully sweet.
The other day I caught the horse giving me a funny look. I'm not sure what he's picking up on there, but
We've blocked off that draft in the drawing room. It's awfully snug now.
sometimes I do find myself staring in through the drawing room window, gazing rather wistfully at the fire and the family together.
You do cut a pretty sorry sight out there, really.
On days like today, you find yourself thinking, all I'd have to do is just walk back in through the front door and I'd be warm. But I don't allow myself to think like that. One has to protect oneself from what one has to admit is an extremely persuasive argument.
Why didn't you come in tonight, darling?
It is difficult living in the face of such a glaring contradiction.
Just for an hour or so.
The only mitigating factor is that almost certainly I will live a few years less. I can imagine being picked off by a sharp frost in the winter.
I'm afraid that's probably true.
So at least I won't have to live with that contradiction quite so long. I suppose you could say that if I was to go back indoors, then I wouldn't have to live with that contradiction anyway. That doesn't bear thinking about, really. It's not something that...
I never lock up at night, you know.
It's useful to dwell on.